Why life as a termite soldier is so strange. One day, his head becomes too large for a normal life. From that moment on, he is no longer built to eat, explore, build, or leave. He is built to block a tunnel with his face. But he did not exist at the beginning. At first, the colony was only a sealed royal pair and their first fragile young. No army, no guards, no living wall in the tunnels. Soldiers come later, when the colony becomes large enough to need sacrifice. He begins as a pale termite nymph in the sealed darkness of the nest, where no life is private and every body belongs to the colony. In a termite colony, childhood is not about dreams, it is about assignment. Some young termites will become workers. They will chew wood, feed others, repair walls, clean chambers, carry eggs, and keep the entire underground city alive. A few may one day grow wings and leave as future kings or queens. But he is chosen for something stranger. His body begins to change in the direction of violence. His head swells, his jaws stretch. The muscles inside his skull grow powerful. His face becomes less like a face and more like a tool the colony can shove into danger. He is becoming a soldier. And the tragedy is that this promotion does not give him freedom. It removes it. Workers can walk through tunnels, gather food, feed larvae, build chambers, and repair the nest. The queen can fill the colony with eggs. The king can remain beside her, mating again and again as the system expands. But the soldier's world narrows. His job is not to live a full life. His job is to be useful in the worst moment. As he matures, his jaws become so specialized that they are terrible for normal feeding. He may be able to crush an enemy, pierce an attacker, or lock his head into a tunnel like a living plug, but he cannot simply sit down and eat wood like a worker. His weapons have replaced his independence. So workers feed him, mouth to mouth, again and again. The colony has created a guard that cannot take care of himself. He is a living security system with terrible life skills. And still, the workers protect him, groom him, and keep him moving, because when the wall breaks, his useless-looking body becomes the reason everyone else gets another day. Most of his life happens in darkness. He follows chemical signals through tunnels where the air is warm and damp. Around him, workers chew through wood and carry fragments back into the colony. Termites do not survive on wood alone, like tiny furniture criminals with a dream. Inside their bodies, microbes help break down cellulose, turning what would be useless cardboard into life. The soldier does not understand any of this as a story. He only feels movement, vibration, pressure, alarm. And then one day, the tunnel wall opens. A crack appears in the dark. Dry air rushes in. The colony changes instantly. Workers retreat from the broken edge. Alarm signals spread through bodies and soil. The calm rhythm of the nest turns sharp and urgent. Something is entering. Ants. To humans, termites and ants may look like tiny background creatures in the same dirty corner of nature. But underground, ants are a nightmare with legs. They invade fast. They bite. They pull workers apart. They rush toward brood chambers where eggs and larvae are soft, helpless, and valuable. The termite colony is not fighting for pride. It is fighting to keep its future from being carried away piece by piece. And now, the soldier finally becomes what he was made to be. He moves toward the breach. Not because he is brave in the human sense, not because he understands sacrifice, because the colony has shaped his body and chemistry for this moment. At the broken tunnel, ants pour through the opening. Workers scramble behind him. He steps forward and lowers his massive head into the gap. His jaws strike. One ant is pushed back. Another tries to slip around him. The tunnel is narrow, and that is the point. In open space, he would be clumsy. But in a tunnel, his oversized head becomes architecture. His body becomes a barricade. He is not just fighting, he is becoming part of the wall. Behind him, workers repair the damage with soil, saliva, and waste. They patch the breach while he holds the line. Every second he delays the ants is a second the colony uses to seal itself back into darkness. This is the strange genius of his life. He cannot feed himself, he cannot build the tunnel, he cannot raise the young, but he can buy time. And sometimes, time is the most important substance in the colony. Not all termite soldiers fight the same way. Some are built with huge snapping jaws. Some have heads shaped like shields. Some species have soldiers called nasuits, with tiny jaws and a long, nozzle-like projection on the head. They look less like knights, and more like someone tried to turn a termite into a spray bottle. But that strange nozzle is a weapon. From the front of the head, they can release sticky chemical secretions that foul attackers, slow them down, or make the tunnel harder to pass. It is not a sword fight. It is chemical crowd control in a dirt hallway. Nature did not give every soldier the same weapon. It gave each colony the kind of defense its tunnels needed. But specialization always has a price. The more his body becomes a weapon, the less it belongs to him. A worker can change tasks as the colony needs. A soldier cannot suddenly decide to become a builder. His jaws are too large, his body too specialized, his place too fixed. He is valuable, but only in one way. And if no attack comes, he spends his life being maintained by others, like a loaded weapon kept in the dark. Workers feed him, workers clean him, workers guide him through the nest. He exists inside a system where even survival has to be delivered to his mouth. Then comes a worse breach, not a small crack, a collapse. A section of tunnel opens wider than before. Ants flood through in greater numbers. The first soldiers block the front. Some are pulled down, others step into the gap. Workers drag larvae away from the danger and hurry to seal side passages. The colony does not panic like an animal. It reorganizes like a machine. The soldier is pushed toward the front again. His head meets the tunnel. His jaws strike. His body trembles under bites and pressure. Behind him, the nursery is moving. Eggs are being carried deeper. The queen remains sealed in darkness, too important to risk, too hidden to ever see the bodies used to protect her. He will never meet the future he is defending. He will not raise young. He will not fly after rain. He will not become king. His purpose is to stand between danger and lives that will continue without him. And in some termite species, defense becomes even stranger. Some soldiers or workers can perform the final version of colony loyalty. Their bodies rupture to release sticky or toxic defensive substances, turning themselves into a chemical obstacle. It is not common to every termite, but where it exists, it is one of nature's most brutal designs. A body becomes a weapon once, and then it is gone. For the soldier, even without that final act, the logic is the same. He was never built for himself. He was built as a cost the colony is willing to pay. If he survives the attack, workers will feed him again. They will groom his damaged body and guide him back into the tunnels. The colony will close around him like nothing happened. If he does not survive, the machine will not stop. More eggs will hatch. More nymphs will grow. The colony will keep producing new bodies for the jobs it needs, some to chew, some to reproduce, and some to become another living door with jaws. That is the strange truth of the termite soldier. He is powerful only because he has lost almost every other way to live. He does not defend the colony because he is free. He defends it because the colony built him into the wall.